Hey, Coach Renee here. I have a little lesson for us today that I'm learning myself, and I thought I'd pass on with you. Have you ever thought about leadership and leading those that maybe are different? Perhaps they have something that challenges you as a leader. You might think it's them. You might think there's something wrong with them. You might think that, they're not your typical person following you, or the person that you're supposed to be providing leadership for. And yet, what if they are? What if there is something there for you to grow from as well? So I want to share this today and introduce you to a little friend of mine. Her name is Ellie. And Ellie, let's see if I can share. Ellie is a guinea pig. This is little Ellie. And Ellie was born, you see how her black goes here, and she does not have a fourth foot. You can see the front one up here is normal. This is a stub because Ellie's mama, when she was born, realized she was the runt of her brothers and sisters. Sorry, Ellie. It just is what it is, right? It's facts. And Ellie's mom bit off her foot. So she has learned how to live life with only 3 feet. And this has presented some challenges for her. She was hand fed for the first, several months of her life. She's about 5 months now, I believe. So she's still kind of a baby. She's a sweetheart. And Ellie, she lives by herself with our family now because she was put into our midst and realized, you know what? She could use a place to call home. Because it's possible that she's not going to find a home with what other people would consider Ellie having abnormalities, right? Now, here's the thing. As you're going to probably tell here as I let her kind of roam a little bit, she's never been in this position before. Normally she's in this towel or she's in her cage. So having her just sit down like this so that I could talk to you is a little different for her. She's uncomfortable. She's not really sure what to do. And the surroundings are very unsettling for her, I would say. So what's interesting about Ellie is that she is off balance. Also, her neck only goes this direction. She struggles to look that way because I think since she was hand fed, she was only, she looked a little bit that way. But she has kind of like a torticollis neck. And so she doesn't have full range. And as you can tell, she can move around. But she also, unfortunately, sometimes just like rolls because of that foot. She's off balance and then her neck. That can cause some problems. So you know what? Need to help her out a little bit at times. Right her, get her back on her feet. But Ellie has a lot to teach us too. You see, Ellie has taught me a lot about compassion. She's taught me a lot about how important it is to give attention and care to those that maybe don't have it otherwise, for many different reasons. She's also taught me how to have patience because my little doggy inside, who's yapping, doesn't care for her or maybe likes her too much and thinks that she's a squeaky toy. And you kind of are, Ellie, right? I hear you squeaking right now. But that means there's a lot of extra patience that I've had to deal with in the last month or so that we've had her. So here's a sweet little girl, she might roll, who needs some extra care and leadership. We've had to teach her some different things, and I keep challenging her. I keep pushing her. Like, I know that she's uncomfortable right now, but I want her to be in some uncomfortable situations. That's my role. Do you have people in your midst that maybe you've just felt like not dealing with? Like perhaps you're like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with leading them because they're not who I typically would lead. But you're a leader wherever you are. Do you know that? Like, you are somebody who has people in your midst that you're leading, regardless of whether they're paid clients or they are followers on a social media. You're a leader. And how you deal with, not just deal with, but how you interact with those who maybe aren't just like you. Perhaps they seem different. Perhaps they seem frustrating, like little Ellie when she rolls over and can't get back up and needs a little extra hand or help. Perhaps It seems like it's a waste of your time, like the patience I was talking about with my pup. But in reality, leaders look at people as people, and they care about people. And you are a leader. So my challenge to you today is look at the people in front of you. Care. Don't just look at pocketbooks if you are a business owner. Don't just look at metrics if you're somebody who is growing or emerging leader. Look at people for people. And that way you can actually lead and learn. You can learn from those who you think might have nothing to offer you, but they do. Iron sharpens iron. So go out and be who you're created to be, a leader. Do what you're designed to do, which is serve others. And you will win at life. And you'll make your impact in this world. And it may not always look exactly like you think it will, but it's going to be just how it's supposed to be when you treat others with kindness and compassion and offer them the leadership that you are called to do. Would you like help on this? Is this something that you could use consulting or coaching? Reach out. Are you looking for a place to be accountable, a place where you can make progress and have a safe practice zone and community? Then check out the Winner Circle at bealifewinner.com. I'm here for you. Let's lead together and let's lead with purpose. Talk to you soon.